Hey everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator and welcome back to Highlands, where we are trying to speedrun the castle creation. As you can see right here, this worker is struggling even with the New Holland to do this field correctly. So I am immediately making the decision to get rid of this planter. The goal of this season is, or the series is, to just rush through things and get things done. And usually that means hiring the biggest equipment. So when we got the farm, we were given this planter, which is okay and all, but it's just a little bit heavy and it's just not great for the equipment we've got. So my plan right now is to grab this and also the spare, I think it's a subsoiler that is in our shed, get them sold. And in this episode, we're actually going to be selling most of the farm because I want to kind of start funding some of the purchases we're doing, some of these leasing things. And we just have dead assets around the farmyard, particularly things like this shed that are a little bit cumbersome to use and actually don't really contribute to our goal of doing things. And so are you actually going to connect? Oh, you know why? It's because I've got a weight on. That explains it. This New Holland's reverse speed is molasses. It's really slow. Alright, so I'm going to move this. We can drop this over here, I guess, because I doubt we'll ever build a building over there. And you know what? I'm going to do the delete thing straight away. So let's go into construction. I'll show you what I mean. Things like this, $70,000. Don't need it. Get the money back. And same thing goes with this shed. $43,000, don't need it. And I think we can do a little bit of demo of some stone walls as well. And so we'll get rid of that gate, that wall. I know that these aren't movable, so I might keep that, but we can get rid of this, and we'll keep that for, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of that because coming through in that corner is pretty hard. And then from a texture point of view, quickly we will is that mud? I don't want mud. Do I want a gravel? I want like a gravel. There it goes. Let's do that. And we will make this look like it's meant to be here. And we'll encroach into there a bit more. And since I saw it, we'll do a little bit of smoothificating there as well to make that U-turn better. Last time I had the sewer mod, sewage shaft mod with an attempt to unload the water into here. I tried it multiple times, different ways, and I couldn't get it to work. So I have deleted them in the XML file. I couldn't even delete them through the construction menu. And yeah, they are now gone. So hopefully that didn't do any damage to the save game. But yeah, we still have to work out a way to get rid of water. I don't really want to have to just reset the device. All right, let's get this over to the store. We'll get these two sold and we'll buy something cool and better instead. Let's get this sold. It came in a bit hot. And we will repaint everything. Repaint, repair, repaint, repair, and then sell. 24,000, can't complain. Another 13,000, can't complain. And another 15 grand, can't complain. So we're up to 269. Have $1 million loan, don't forget. Let's customize this. I am going to bump this up to the top thing because I do know that the Highlands DLC attachment is 300 horsepower, so we may as well get that up to that now. 342. I mean, where's it go all the way? Just that's probably 6,000. Oh, it does really go up a lot. Let's go up by. Well, it really does go up a lot. Let's not waste our time. Horsepower is one of those things that you only want to buy once. You don't want to be buying incremental versions of it. It's not like it gets cheaper as you do it. So yes, that guy now is a beast. And we will rent the new Highlands Fishing expansion the down here, there's this lovely cedar, and we'll go with BKT because they're cool. And it takes 2,000 litres, and we'll lease that. So much like everything else in the series, we will keep it leased even though we technically only need it for one season. And then I have a rule that if we are... Do you get a bit more off the pallet? You do. You get a tiny bit more. If we're at the shop, buy the thing that you just bought. Don't rely on the seeds back at home, because that way you don't have to spend the effort to put them on the forklift and such. Now we bought that fish thing. Well, we want to go into fishing, so we will have to come back here again. That clear land I want to fill up with productions. Oh, how good does that look? That looks awesome. That's a beast of a thing. I love it. Thumbnail, awesome. All right, let's finish loading this up with what we've got here. I won't get another pallet just to get that last little bit. We can use what's in the field for that. And I don't think what's left, there's like 100 litres left here. I don't think the seed bag in the field's going to fit. So hopefully the AI, when I set it off, won't get too confused about that. What we could do is just set it off in a different field. That's another option. And up we go. Yeah, my goal, I've been thinking about how we're approaching this. Last time we took out we increased our loan to $1 million, and we bought the stone quarry to make the stones. And then we also bought the mason for the castle stones. So basically, water goes into the quarry. So that's like the water cooling down the cutting head, and then those stones are distributed across to the mason, who then cuts them into blocks, appropriate blocks. And we'll get some out of this. Yeah, it's not gonna take everything. Let's see how this goes. We'll just do this manually for 5 seconds. And I assume with all of our beefed up horsepower, this should go pretty nicely. If I can back around a corner like this better. Drop that down. And off it goes. Now that seed pile is on top of the seed bed, so it does probably mean that the AI is not going to hit it. Should be good news. And we are getting 13 kilometers per hour. All right, that is definitely the solution. And it's also wider too. So let me put that on a worker. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. That seed shouldn't be in the way. And I'm not going to worry about rolling. I'm not going to worry about mulching. We're just going to keep it simple and just go bulk stuff. But obviously we'll put fertilizer on it. So my goal is to maximize the production. So I'm going to stand somewhere where I know I'm not going to do it, as in be in the way. And let's get down another production. So the goal is to get as many productions going that that can feed themselves and just generate money. So really leverage the value of the loan. Technically, we don't need to go into there because it's an auto fill station. I mean, technically, you just go over to here. So I could be overly optimal and try to squeeze that there, even though it's kind of silly. And it does make the access there a bit weird. I don't think that would be wise. No, it won't be wise. And I don't think that's going to fit in there, is it? Yeah, because that shed's in the way. Yeah, so the other option is to put it on this side. If we put it there, it's going to stick out a little bit too much. We could go this way. Where is the overlap point? So it looks like the forest does cause a bit of an overlap. So that's kind of cool and kind of keeps it out of the way. keeps this area empty too. I kind of like that. Or we could probably put it over here, but those bales are in the way. It's kind of tempting to do something like that and just have a nice little segment here, because I think this is a bit wide, like through here. I like this turn space through here. And I'm worried that this is going to be too hard to get into, because I'm going to use the semi-trailer to deliver stuff here. So yeah, let's go this way. We'll keep it as close to the forest as we can. And we'll keep it this way as far as we can. First point where it lets us. And done. So now we have fishing. And we do have enough money for this in the water. So let's just do that straight away. I don't think it really matters where we put it. I'm going to put it kind of by the shore because that's fun. And done. So we now have Highlands fishing industry. So that's the nets, and that's going to be the food there. So that will be set to distribute across. So we'll deliver that to there. We already own over here. Last time we bought the quarry, this guy. So we deliver water into here. It distributes the stone across to the mason here. And then we need to manually pick up the stones from there, the castle stones, and take them to the castle. So that production chain is finished. Here's our sawmill. So we're using our forest on our land over this to do that. And you can see how there's only one or two, there's about two types of tree in here now. And you can see I've logged all this, where this one's got some browns and other colors. And so I've logged out this area, I've logged out this. Once I've logged out all of this, of the stuff that the excavator supports, which should be another couple of months, the excavator can get returned because it's risky, got no use. And then we'll get the chainsaw out and do all these ones. And then we'll probably make a land out of here. How's this guy going? He is going awesome. Way better than the previous cultivator. There may be some gaps, see that triangle there, because of the different AI usages. So that should be going good. So we've got to do this one and this one. And then this one. So this one's actually bigger than these combined, which is awesome. It's going to take a while. Yeah, we're going to have to get on top of that. So, all right. We need to get fish into this, set it to distribute out to the ocean, and then from the ocean we can set it to sell. And yeah, the cows are happy. The cows are being fed by this farm here. I like it. So with that in mind, let's get some stuff into here and get this going. Let's go across to our semi-trailer. Since we only have $22,000 in the bank, and I'm guessing those fish aren't going to be free, let's make some money. I'm going to grab the forklift here, and let's pick up some of our wood chips and get them sold. I know it's probably not the optimum month, but I want to get other productions going. So we'll put these right at the back so I can control how they get unloaded. Right about there. And we'll get those last two. And hopefully we've got enough money to start the fish industry at full swing. And my theory is with the trees that we're making because of the excavator coming to here and the stone castle stuff, that's a terrible angle, we should be in a pretty good financial situation to then start worrying about trying to pay down some debt. And so that should work quite well. Let's jump over here, get in the truck, strap it down, and we need to work out where, which menu do I want, where wood chips go. So I hate this bug. If you open up the menu with the Xbox controller, the mouse doesn't work, but if you open it the second time, it does. Wood chips, okay, it's at the bottom, don't care, I want some money. Who's the closest? You are 700 meters away. Tag the place. Where is that? So I need to go to the shop, which is here. So anywhere around here, okay, that's down the road and past home. The logistics center, where are you? Where are you? Blink, blink, blink. There you go, over there. It's in town. That's not much use to me. Railroad, tag the place one more time. Is this going to be over here? Yep, that's kind of where I want to be. I need to go down that road. I think I'm going to end up doing the one close to me. And animal dealer, that's too cheap. All right, so let's go to this one. It's a little bit further away. $6.95, and that's the one that was in town. Yep, that's the one over there. So if we go along here past the road near our house and then turn right, actually we can go down the highway, and then go up and around, we should be able to work it out. All right, nearly at the castle. We'll get this dropped off, then we can go down the hill and get those wood chips sold. Hopefully, maybe what, $5,000 or $10,000 each for the wood at the front, so that's like 10, 15 grand, and then another 6,000 times 600, so another 3,000 or 4,000. So yeah, hopefully maybe 20,000 bucks worth of delivery here. So we'll get this over the spot. Yeah, 16 grand there. So not a huge amount, but it helps. And let's get down the hill. Isn't that cool? There's a big stone circle right here. Haven't seen that before. Oh, you know what? I also can see a collectible. Haven't got any so far. Look at that. Right there. Collectible. So what's the I wonder what the gist is and how much money you get. So there it is. Collect. Page 1 of 12, or 1 of 12 chapters found. This is the chapter 10. 2 weeks on our way back home, Mother Nature seems to have found the off switch for the fog, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah, looks like we've got a whole lot of pages to find. And I'm not sure how much money it was, about maybe $10,000, maybe? I'm guessing. So, yeah, let's get this done. Yeah, money-wise, we're doing good. So we've got the money from the castle. Hopefully I'm going the right way. This is through the back road near our house. I wonder where the other 11 of those things are. As I was doing this drive, I was thinking, I wonder how I'm actually going to make money in this series. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if I end up buying a lot more productions. I think that might be a fun way forward. So let's get these on the spot. And that's not the right spot. So where is the thing? Wood chips. Tag the place. Logistics Center East. Why don't you support that? Is the truck too high? Sometimes I've got a feeling they expect this stuff to come out as bulk material. So you actually have to put it into a... Yeah, you might actually have to put it into a trailer. So if that's the case, it's kind of useful because it means that we can put it in a bulk trailer at the sawmill and then just move a bulk trailer like this. I'm not a fan of this, I don't think. I would prefer to move pallets around. But let's see if this fixes it. We'll get the JCB some action today. Run down, right down. Yeah, down here. And yeah, hopefully we can siphon those wood chips out of the pallets into this. It's like picking up like seed off the ground, stuff like that. Like when it's in bag form, how you can transfer it into a truck. How good does that vista look? I do like how I've got my graphic settings set to custom, so you just get that really clean, far look. There's no real obvious visual problem in the future, like all the shadows and stuff. The distance to them it's rendered way out. Rather, all the optimizations basically have been turned off or pushed way out. All right, so in theory, if I just come across here, yeah, and then tell it to load, it's going to empty out each crate. Keep on pressing that. I have to press that 6 times. Hopefully the crates on that far right side will reach. And then we can just do it to the grate. Yeah, kind of disappointing that it didn't work off the truck. There we go. So we've got our 6,000 litres like that. And I assume now, if I back this onto here, yeah, we can unload it. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, but you know what? If we have to do it that way, we have to do it that way. And another $4,000. Love it. What is this place? Okay, this is this is a dairy. So that symbol, that liquid symbol, is for milk. So yeah, rather than putting a dairy on our property, we probably will buy that and maximize what we get out of our milk. No point letting them get the profits, skimming off the top, you may say. Right, let me put this back in the yard, and we'll get the other one put it back in the yard, and then we'll check in on. No, we're going to pick up the fish food. I was going to check it. Well, we'll check in on the sewing guy, regardless, at some point. All right, $42,000 in the bank. 30,000 litres of fish food needed. Let's see how much we can get bought and loaded up and get another industry rocking and rolling and paying for everything that is super expensive that we've bought today, because we've bought the fish food production place and also the fish food farm out in the on the ocean. So yeah, we're negative maybe $500,000 because of that. So yeah, we need to get some money back. All right, and I assume, is it going to be under here? It's not consumable. What's it going to be under? So under special crops, consumables. Yep, rice stuff, food, mineral feed, fish food. There we go. So 2,000. So we need realistically 15 of these. So we'll get 18. So yeah, 2,000 each. Yeah, so we need, if we can buy 16, that'd be great. I don't think, yeah, we should have enough money for that. Buy, and we'll do that again. And yeah, our balance is not great. And that $800 came in clutch at the end there. So all that money from the wood chips. Now, sure, we could have waited a bit, but I'd rather get that money invested in something like the food here and get that working. This is the forklift we stole from the docks, so we actually aren't paying for this one. It's like we own it. And let's pick up. Can we get 4 at a time? I think we can. I'm going to make sure that I am tilted back a bit. And we'll get these loaded up. And the last 4 hasn't gone too bad. Just kept it to 1 layer in the end. Keep it simple. And our yard forklift has done its job. All right, let's get this delivered and get this fish stuff started. Make sure it's definitely strapped down. turning circle on this thing is terrible, but we'll work it out. And off to the farm. Yeah, I do like this approach of spending so much money. I mean, you got to spend money to make money, as they say. So if we can get all of the major productions set up that are commodity based, so particularly this type of thing where we just have to go to the shop and buy something, and then that begets something, that begets something else with very little effort. I mean, it's when you have to do all the driving and stuff is where it kind of limits you, but if it's kind of like internal, that's, I think, great. It does take a lot of material to make a profit. I mean, this $30,000 is contributing to this, what, $500,000 we've already spent. So it needs to make a return on investment, and we probably will have to do this type of thing, you know, 10 loads, 20 loads to until we actually make a profit from it. Looks like our, I'll go this way. Looks like our worker is definitely, it's blocked by an object of all times. You know what? Rather than tell the worker to stop, and I don't trust the, I don't trust it. Are you emptying? You are. Come on, empty. And stay still, stay still, stay still. Yep, I'm blocking you. What am I holding? Does it tell me how much I'm holding? So 300 kilograms. All right, well, let me just get this out of the way, I guess. Can I do this? Can I do this? Come on. Is it working? It is working. There we go. That fixed that problem. Bit chaotic, but we got there. Yeah, I think it's doing a pretty good job. Hopefully it's not double seeding. If it is, so be it. I'm okay with that. But yeah, it looks like that field's in a pretty good nick. If we look at the map, yeah, it's actually doing the last bit. Oh, awesome. It has done a fantastic job. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's jump into there and finish this guy off. Yeah, they've just got a couple more yards to do, then they're finished. Then we can set them off on this brand new field we made last time. We got rid of the cow pasture. You can kind of see the last remnants of it right here with the driveway. Yeah, I also want to do the same thing on that piece of land right there. I want to plow that and make a new field. How's this worked out? Okay, this is good. Swing space is good. And hopefully we can get in here. Ooh, all right. Let's get that swing right. Yeah, this thing's cornering is really wide. Yeah, we are going to have to worry about that. Hopefully we can drive up the hill here. And yeah, the last bit is going to not fit, which is fine. We'll just leave it there. We don't need to use this truck again until we do some wood deliveries, which will be definitely tomorrow. And by the time we do that, this thing should have used that much stuff. Let's get into the menu and make sure it's turned on. So young fish breeding, you need to activate. So we should have 3 times going with that. Activate. And then actually when we're here, we need to change these to distribute, and then offshore. This one, which doesn't take fish food, will be activated, and you will be selling, and you'll be activating and selling. So in theory, these guys will make stuff, a huge amount. It will come over here, probably overwhelm it, and then then we'll go on. What we'll do is, if this is overwhelmed, we'll extend the fish farm. We'll get the ratio right so that this running at 100% drives 1, 2, 3 of these at whatever rate it needs. And that should be quite efficient. And then from the quarry point of view, it's got lots of water. It's it's only 16, but it's 1 to 25. So basically 16 times 25 means it's already done 4,000 litres, which should mean that the mason, yeah, it's received some litres and it's already started to make castle stones. So yeah, those two are definitely doing a great job. This guy needs more wood. It's using currently 40,000 a day because these two are being stored for castle use and these two are running to produce product and being sold. So yeah, these 5 together should be making us a fair bit of bank per year. Yeah, awesome. That's all good. And then we can keep on doing things like greenhouses and stuff. Actually, I have interest. Can I fit a greenhouse right in here? Because they are a little bit smaller. Sheds, farmhouses. What's it going to be under? Factory, selling point, greenhouse. Let's go with... Oh, I've only got $700. But out of interest, it probably would fit in there. We probably can get a greenhouse going. So yeah, we probably will... For that space that we cleared out, we'll try to get something going there. Maybe even mushrooms. Mushrooms make bank, so that might be a fun one to do. And I don't know where the spawn point is, like where they come out. Yeah, but yeah, mushrooms might be fun. It's another good one where we can just get the water in and then the mushrooms can just be set to sell. The same thing goes with just normal greenhouses. All right, to finish this off, I'm going to come over here. Yep, as I thought, this guy has finished their job. You did an awesome job. A really awesome job. All right, so yeah, for the end of the episode today, I'm going to say, hey, thank you for doing an awesome job in the other field. Can you please repeat it here? What I didn't do is check the seeds. Seeds full. That's fine. And yeah, we'll finish off September here. Next episode, we will be into October. This planting will be done. I'll do this all off camera. And we'll see what our supplies look like. And hopefully we can invest in even more productions to see how much money we can make. And we'll start also making sure that the castle is delivered to, because we didn't do that in the last couple of episodes. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to press like and subscribe to see more of this action. And we'll see you next time as we try to speedrun the castle on this Highlands Kinleg map. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.